Hi guys, it's Chris at Cork and Crown, back in my cider shed with some more cider to try. And it's from a producer I've never had before. So I saw a couple of bottles. I'm going to do 2 films rather than 1 film. 2 of their ciders. And the producer's name is Pearson's. Gloucestershire, foot of the Malvern Hills, apparently. All their apples come within 15 miles of the farm. So they're very, very picky about where their apples come from, apparently. All bittersweet. We said all bittersweet and bitter sharps, but every bottle has a list of the cider cider apples that they use, the varietals, which is excellent. Quite like the labels, bit sort of Turner's-esque, the labels out there. Just like bang, there you go. This is what it is, which I kind of like that. Made slow, Morton in Marsh, dry cider, 6.8% by volume. So, what is a varietal? Using the following apples: Yarlington Mill, Harry Masters, Hereford Red Streak, Somerset Red Streak. So Somerset Red Streak is a mild bitter sweet. I'm going to assume that Hereford Red Streak is also bittersweet, but I don't know. I don't know much about that one. I did have a look at my book. I couldn't see it, but yeah, the others were very, very, very well indeed. So the yeast strain is there's 2: AWR 1350 and PDM. So they're not using wild yeast, which is a shame, but you know, never mind. Doesn't mean it's going to be a bad cider. I just kind of like wild yeast because it's more potential, I think, in wild yeast. But you know, I understand why some people don't want to leave it all to nature. They want to get involved themselves, so they press it, mature it slow, wait till it's ready, all that sort of thing. So they're doing sort of vintages, I assume, based on what I've managed to glean about them. It seems that's what they're doing. So yeah, crafted with pride, made slow. So yeah, let's assume that's what they're doing. Right, let's crack it. Let's crack it. In case you're interested, the other one I'm going to do is the medium dry. It's that one. I'm not going to talk about that now, because I've got to do this, haven't I? Yes, Chris, you have. Right, where's this? I can't find it. I'll have to use this one. So it's force carbonated, but it takes very gentle sparkle, and based on that gentle hiss, seems that's the case. Let's pour it out and try it. Been talking to a lot of cider makers lately, because that time of year we need to stock up. So I'll be talking to James at Greg's Pit, Martin Harris. We get the pallet from Martin Harris tomorrow. Got in touch with Jeremy Harris, Cumbernauld. Just in time, by the sounds of it. He's got some stuff I want, and I got in there, and I'm going to see how many I can get. I've emailed him, he hasn't responded. Well, let's see what happens with that. So let's have a look at this sucker. Quite pale. I mean, 6.8, so, I mean, if they let it ferment to dry, and then back sweeten, well, no, it's dry, so they let it ferment to dry, 6.8%, sounds about right. Quite light in colour, though, I'd say. For all those bitter sweets that are in there, I'd say it's quite a pale colour. I don't know if they macerate at all. You know, get some of the air to the tannins, polyphenols will give you some of that colour we like to see so much in ciders, that sort of deep amber. So it's quite light. So looking at it, I'm surprised that it's made with so many bitter sweets, and it's 6.8. But there you go. Did it say ingredients? Did it have an ingredients list other than the apple types? Boobity boobity boo, boobity boobity boo. Contains sulfites. That's it. So no. That's the answer to that question. Let's smell it. I mean, intense apple. It smells. It's almost like a creamy cream soda kind of element to it. There's an apple element to it. It doesn't smell like sweated aged apples to me. It just smells more like a sort of I mean, there's a hint of that. Maybe hints of sort of like caramelization or something like that. But maybe that's from, is it pasteurised? Might be pasteurised, I can bring that as well. It smells light, perfumey, delicate. It doesn't smell like a deep, intense sort of cider to me. And it says dry. Let's test that theory. It smells quite perfumey and fresh, and like a slightly caramelised apple, actually. Doesn't smell bad. It's quite light. I think I was expecting to pack more of a punch. That's what I was expecting, more of a punch. Right, let's try it. Okay, tannin. Ooh, is there any tannin? I mean, hang on. Not a lot of tannin. Not a lot of astringency, which is what I would expect from... I mean, they're all bittersweet and bitter. Bitter as in tannin. You know, I'm detecting almost no tannin on this. It feels very fruit forward. I'm going to look up them yeasts. I might post on the screen what they are. They might be like wine yeasts or something. Because this is very fruit forward, pure kind of fruity kind of character, which I associate much more with kind of like the Eastern County style. Don't bloody comment on it. I'm not going to get into it, but you know what I mean. Like made with dessert apples and culinary apples. It feels more Eastern Counties than it feels West Country to me. This, and I think it might be to do with the yeast that they're using. So wine yeast tend to want, you know, they want to express the fruit. They're all about much more fruit centric, and this is a fruit centric cider. Hasn't got that kind of earthiness that you'd expect from a proper cider apple grown in a standard orchard. It just feels a little bit more like a mainstream cider. It's got a tweet there. Hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, is it dry? There is a hint of sweetness in this. There's an email coming in now. It's gone crazy. Almost no tannin. It's got acidity, but almost feels like almost like citric kind of lemon lime acidity. I think there is a hint of residual sugar. It's very light. For 6.8 as well, it's super light. It's not floating my boat. I was quite excited to try it, and it's not floating my boat. My boat's not floating. It's sunk my boat. Jesus Christ. Yeah. If you like kind of more mainstream ciders, you're going to like this. But for me, it's just not doing enough. It's not doing enough. I was expecting more. It sounded like they're doing so many great things, but I feel like I did see on the website with a modern twist, and that usually means, I mean, they're doing it in steel and all that, using yeast, which is probably wine yeast and so forth. Knew that. Very little colour from like oxidisation or anything like that. Yeah, bit too much intervention for me with this. Yeah, and there you go. But that's just me. That's just me, folks. It's not you. It's just me. You are the world's leading expert in what you like. So don't listen to me, okay? But, yeah. All right, guys. There you go. That was Pearson's. Get yourself some. Try it. You know, absolutely. Pearson Cider Company. Dry cider. Yeah. And we kind of... it didn't excite us as much as we'd have liked, but I think we had quite high expectations. So that might be a part of it. All right. So there you go. Thank you for joining me in my shed. I hope you join me again. But until that time, cheers.